First, I didn't know why anyone from the Hilton Hotel would send me a letter. I work 15 hours a day for a magazine firm as an assistant. They only send these kinds of packages to high-rolling types to check out the hotel, sip some champagne, maybe buying some $1 million timeshare. Not some schmo like me who makes $2,000 a month.
Though this may seem abrupt, I have written to extend to you a heartfelt invitation. I should be pleased if you would enjoy spending a most enjoyable night in one of the finest suites in the newly opened Hilton Omni on the west side. If you accept, please arrive at the hotel by 5 p.m. on the afternoon of Saturday, December 15th, the Hilton Omni.
I figured I would go. First, because I now have the money anyway. They were already paying me to come. Second, I had a feeling a girl had written the letter, so seeing as I was single, I figured, why not? Maybe it was some crazy girl party weekend that I was going to attend. Third, my natural curiosity. About a month ago, I was covering a story for my editor at another hotel. Some story about some snot-nosed, bratty pop star. While we were waiting for the star who's always late, a woman fell 35 stories to her death. Her name was Sarah Kaufman, age 22. She'd been staying in a room 4 floors directly above ours. She had committed suicide, as the notes found in her purse in her room indicated. One to her younger sister, one to her parents, and one to her boss at work. She had decided to kill herself over an affair with a married man who had 2 children. The handwriting was identified as her own.
Yeah, I'll try to be there by 8. I don't know how long this thing's going to take. I'm late though, I gotta go. Yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Okay, love you. Bye.
Excuse me, are you here because you received an invitation?
Yes.
Any idea who invited us?
No, it's weird. I didn't think I was gonna come, but they said something about an important personal secret, and they threw in $600.
Where'd you come from?
Seattle.
I got a letter secret about my husband and $400. It scared me, but I came.
You came from Victoria?
Yes.
I'm from the North Shore. I live so close, but I figured it's the night at the new Hilton, why not?
And you?
What?
Where are you from?
San Francisco?
What did your invite say?
Oh, some stupid stuff about a party with hot girls. They paid for it, so I said, why not?
What's your name?
Sebastian Kilborn.
Shelley Kirk.
And you?
Oh, Savannah Kristen?
Do you notice something?
What?
Savannah Christensen, Shelley Kirk,
Sebastian Kilbourne. My name's Sean Knight. What's your name?
Stephanie King. My friends call me Steffi.
So?
Same initials, all of us. SK. We're not here for promotion for this hotel. Someone invited us. What's your name?
Salinder Klabither. Nice to meet you all. I will go check up at the front desk to see if there's a manager here and ask him if he knows who brought us here together.
Maybe we should start by seeing what else we have in common. I was born in the Okanagan. My parents were both farmers. I came down to Cap College and got a degree in business. Worked at a data firm, and right now I consult for corporations.
I was born in Jamaica, went to a private school. My father taught me how to import and handle the business over to me when I was in my mid-20s. I'm married and have 2 children.
So why are we all here? Somebody by the name Herman came here yesterday and paid for this whole room in cash up front.
So, who's this person and why are we here?
What's the trick?
It's no trick. It's serious. I think I know why. What we have in common is something we did in the past. I'm talking about 1 month ago. On November the 15th, we all stayed at the same hotel.
November the 15th?
If anybody here didn't stay at the Sheraton Robson on November the 15th, you shouldn't be here.
How do you know we all stayed there? Just from the fact that we have the same initials. And that still doesn't prove why we're here.
You probably all remember that one of the guests fell from a 35th story balcony. She'd committed suicide.
Yes. A young woman.
Her name was Sarah Kaufman, initials SK.
Then why we brought here?
Well, I work for a magazine.
You're not setting us up for no publicity test, are you?
No. At the time of Sarah Kaufman's death, I started poking around. I probably have more detailed information than any of you. I have an idea of the identity of the person who invited us.
Who?
Tell us who.
Probably Sarah Kaufman's sister. The two of them lived together. But at the time of Sarah Kaufman's death, she was away traveling in Europe.
But why would her sister do something like this?
Well, they lived together. The sister knew her better than anybody. Something about the suicide probably made her suspicious.
Suspicious?
Something odd. Or contradictory to what the sister knew about the daily association about Sarah.
But what? So what if we have the same initials as the dead girl or whatever? That doesn't still prove anything from anything.
At the time she died, Sarah Kaufman was holding a handkerchief in her hands with the initials SK.
Are you serious?
Coincidence?
I don't have initials on my handkerchief.
Then it was murder. MODERRS. That's murder.
It'd be weird if a person was holding a handkerchief at the time of their death, if they were planning to commit suicide. My guess is she was pushed. To keep from falling, she must have grabbed at the murderer's hand and grabbed the handkerchief as she fell. The handkerchief must have belonged to somebody else. The younger sister must have gone to the hotel and found all the guests that stayed there that night with the same initials. That's how the 6 of us were selected.
She could have gone through the registration cards, got our names and addresses. Or she might have hacked online.
But what's the point? She could have no revenge plan for us all.
The killer is one of us. She's hoping that as we talked, we'd solve the question as to who the murderer is.
I just spent the night there. I don't even know any Sarah Kaufman.
I think the murderer is a woman.
What?
What do you mean? Come on.
On what grounds do you suspect that the killer is a woman?
Because Sarah Kaufman let the person into the room without hesitating.
Maybe the door wasn't locked.
Think of the time. That late at night, the door would have been locked as a matter of course.
Then the murderer knocked?
It wasn't a casual call. The murderer would have called Sarah's room and said there was some matter of importance to discuss. If the voice was a man, she would have told him to wait until the next morning. She wouldn't have let him in.
So she opened the door because she thought it was a woman? And then she killed her?
Sure.
That's it?
No. What do men use handkerchiefs for? Even older, distinguished men.
To wipe the sweat off their face.
Right. But women use them as accessories. They usually hold them in their hands.
Right.
And finally, the only motive to kill Sarah would have been jealous rage. Sarah Kaufman was having an affair with a married man with 2 children. The wife would have been the natural suspect.
I'm not married. Or kids.
I haven't had a steady boyfriend in months. And kids? Please.
If I had known that bitch was going to jump off the balcony, I would have not booked that hotel room. I mean, I figured you guys were planning to meet there.
Move along, man. Stand aside.
Wow. Now I suppose the younger sister got what she wanted. Good work, Mr. K.
Thanks.
Pity the person who invited us didn't show up.
We may see her yet.
It'd be like her smart not to show up. So you guys gonna go to casino later?
Let's go.
I'm gonna stay in my room cleaning the minibar and passing out watching some movies, if you know what I mean.
If you guys will excuse me, I'm not really into spending the night with a bunch of poverty-stricken drunk guys watching porn. Nice meeting you all.
Sorry, but got a pretty ginger to go to. I'll see you later.
Hi, I'm from room 504. There's gonna be 3 people staying in the suite tonight. If there's any extra charge, I'll pay that now.
Oh, thank you. We made the booking for a Harmon. Is that the name so you billed for everything?
No, I think you have another credit card back there.
Let me check. Oh, yes. Are you Miss Kaufman?
Yes.
Oh, are you the sister of the one who died last month?
I've been asked that a few times. Different person.
No. Well, thank you, Miss Kaufman.
Thank you. Good night.